Good morning to the 100. It's Tom Callos again. Jonathan Field asked me to look over his youth curriculum, and so he sent me a list online of the various kicks and punches and the monthly themes and for his program. Not being in his school puts me at a huge disadvantage, or maybe it's a huge advantage as to my perspective about the curriculum, because I don't really think it matters so much what you're teaching physically, because we all know the path, right? Starts with the feet, stances, kicks, center, chest, head, shoulders, arms. I mean, there's only so many things you can do. Whether you're teaching a front punch or a palm strike or an elbow or a knee or a side kick or a slide step or a circle step or, the guard, the mount, wrestling, takedowns. It's all a part of what we do. But it's really not what we do, is it? Like all the ingredients are there to make what we make, but every single ingredient, as important as it might be, isn't the whole. And it isn't the cake being taken into the party where everybody oohs and ahs and then enjoys the taste and the sugar rush and all that, right? Cake isn't the end result. It's what the cake does and what it celebrates and when it's delivered. You're looking for feedback on your curriculum, and in this case I'm looking at a written list. I want to hear from you what you really do. Is this curriculum designed for the purpose of developing lifetime habits of exercise, contemplation, teamwork? Are you teaching the physical aspects of the martial arts, right and left-sided, for brain development? Are you coaching the children in nonviolent conflict resolution? Or are we glorifying, whether we're doing it directly or indirectly, violence as a viable method to stop conflict or to deal with conflict? When we're talking about blocks and all of that, are we talking about blocking negative energy? Are we talking about hanging out with peer groups that support healthy lifestyles? Are we talking about avoidance and abstinence from drugs, unhealthy habits, substance abuse? Are we laying the foundation of doing no harm to others? That's what I want to see. When you're describing your curriculum, you can hand a sheet of skills to the mom or dad or the teacher and say, here's what I'm going to be teaching. And what I'm missing out on is what you're really going to be teaching. Are you thinking beyond the technique? And have you been able to take that thinking, translate it into words and images and video and outlines, and then communicate it to the public, so that when a teacher or a student's parents or the student, him or herself, engages in it, they understand that this isn't what it's about, that this is just the car that we use, but it's not the trip we're on. It's not where we're headed, and it's not rolling down the windows and feeling the air in your face and looking at the scenery as you drive by. So if you want to ask me about your curriculum, yes, of course, it has to contain, this is what we do physically. But what I'd like you to get really good at and start to experiment with is, writing the book. But the new book is online, and it's multimedia. And the cost of creating great imagery, $80. And of making even films on your phone and having phone equipment. Here's the camera, right? $69. A high definition video camera. The cost of doing that has gone to almost nothing. Storage and distribution, nothing. So websites, nothing. So take your physical techniques and pretend that's a given and move it aside, and then what's left over? If we sift through it and all the physical techniques go through the sifter, what's left over? That's what you have to become good at explaining, and that's what will set you apart from the inexperienced instructor who thinks that they buy their curriculum from someone else because that person represents some level of excellence, and so they don't have to represent it themselves, which I would probably do if I were just up and coming. But after a while, you have to develop your own philosophical platform. Why are you doing this? Explain it to me. Because otherwise, I just see you as another exercise like soccer, football, baseball. I need to see that the coaches are men and women on a mission, that they understand the big picture. And what is the big picture? The big picture is about mental health. It's about coping with stress. It's about dealing with interpersonal conflict. It's about choosing the healthy path. It's about not falling prey to unhealthy addictions. You know, it's about appreciating the here and now and not coveting, you know, all the trappings of wealth, but to live, you know, a life that's outwardly simple and inwardly rich. It's about being aware of what's going on in your community. It's about being participative. It's about being the kind of person that doesn't just see problems and point them out, but that rolls up the sleeves and says, that's a problem, how can I help? And that's the part I'm missing when I hear about and see your curriculum. And that's why I want you to practice just like this on video, and I want you to practice your writing every day, because not only will it serve as marketing for your mission, but it helps you to polish your game, and it makes you look deeply at why you're doing what you're doing and how you're going about it. The physical techniques, who really cares? If I can get a student to train long enough and to make this habitual practice a part of their life, we'll cover it all eventually. It can't be ignored. What is the ingredient that's missing? Let's do some sifting and see if we can't describe what we do more powerfully and start to list a curriculum online that's alive, that's intelligent. Because listing the physical techniques, anybody can do that. It's already been done 1 billion times. So what is missing? What does our society need? What is causing pain for us? What is causing conflict? What's destroying our vitality and separating us from, you know, like our brothers and sisters? All right, that's a typical Tom Callos answer to, hey, how's my curriculum look, you know? I'm looking to see you interpret what you do in a powerful way.